And our breaking news, a plane has gone down in Washington County. This is Life Flight taking one of the victims to the hospital. Crews responding to TV Highway in Hillsboro near Southwest 331st. News Chopper 6 over the scene. It is 5 o'clock. I'm Jeff Gianola.
And I'm Jennifer Hoff. We want to first go to our Cole Miller, who is first on scene there with that breaking news. Cole, what can you tell us at this hour?
Well, Jennifer, Jeff, you mentioned it, this plane crash happening just west of Hillsboro. And in the 40 or so minutes since this all happened, things have settled down a bit. At first, it was a flurry of emergency vehicles coming to this scene, responding, trying to get two passengers out of that plane. Now, real quickly, I want to bring in Bruce Montgomery. He's with Hillsboro Fire. He just gave us a little bit of an update. Now, Bruce, you said for your guys, at least, this was a bit of a challenge where this plane crashed. Can you tell us a little bit more about that?
Yeah, the location of the crash was a challenge because of the size of our vehicles. It crashed in a filbert orchard. And so wet ground, high grass, kind of slippery conditions made it a little challenging for us to get our apparatus to that location. But we got it there, and we're able to quickly extricate two people that were on the airplane.
Right.
And then they've both been transported. One was transported by Metro West ambulance via ground, and the other one's going to be transported via Life Flight.
And it's still a little early to talk about the extent of those injuries, correct?
Right. I don't have an idea of the extent of their injuries.
Very good. And you said you guys will be clearing out for the most part here, but this investigation now, how should we expect this to play out?
I expect the investigators to be here for quite a while. We'll be clearing out fairly soon, gathering our gear and getting that sort of together so we can go. But the investigation from other sources will be ongoing.
Bruce, thank you so much. And real quickly, I also want to mention that I had a chance to speak to a nearby fruit vendor just off of TV Highway here who tells me he saw this plane coming in from the west into the east, that the engine was not running as far as what the failure was or what just led up to this crash. Obviously, still a lot of work to be done there. So here on the ground, again, two people have been extricated, one by ambulance and another by Life Flight. And now this investigation really will get into the thick of the investigation. It's still a lot of emergency responders on scene here. That plane going nose down into some of those trees like we just heard from Bruce, the tail end sticking up. A little bit of a challenge for those firefighters to get their apparatus there. So we're going to stay on scene here, try to talk to a few more people who may have seen what happened. And of course, as we learn more, we'll be sure to pass that along. For now, though, we'll send it back to you.
And something unique about this plane crash, Cole, this was sort of a vintage aircraft, a Russian training plane, a Yak-52.
Okay.
And so that's very interesting. Any other information you're learning out there?
Well, I can't really confirm as far as what kind of plane this was. We do know that it was a single-engine plane. Now, from where we are, we're just off TV Highway, and it's in those thick trees. So from where we are, we can't even see the plane. We're hoping that Chopper 6 was able to get some images of that. But, of course, if we're able to move closer, we certainly will do that. And if we can get a little more as to who was on that plane or just, again, what happened, we'll be sure to pass that along.
Okay, Cole Miller on the scene. You want to stay right here on